Lonely princess, locked up in her tower, unable to bloom into a beautiful flower, clipped at the wings, unable to fly. So lonely in prison she just cries. No one to talk to in her cell. Every day she feels so unwell. Fed cheap food like a chicken in a cage. Working for free, no minimum wage. A hostage princess used for sex. Her life is so complex. Gagged at the mouth while being raped. All their escapades they tape. The filthy men that abuse her body. When she screams no one hears. Dying wrapped in her innermost fears. Dressed in rags. Called an old hag. Princess in an accident with a broken nose. Broken teeth, the ugly British rose. Left without treatment in a basement flat. They even took away the company of a cat. Goodbye Norma Jean, the candle in the wind. We sold your clothes and jewelry, the rest was binned. Being or feeling alone is one of the saddest places to be. You can have all the money in the world, but if you don't have anyone to share it with, you have nothing. The need for human companionship is universal. In ancient times, people stuck together because they literally needed each other to survive. In today's world, we tend to spread out and live more isolated lifestyles. In some ways this is a luxury. In other ways we had it better when we lived in close proximity. Humans are creatures of community and need each other for companionship. My smile hides my tears, my laugh hides my screams. It's been this way for years. Things aren't as they seem. To be kissed by moonlight and caressed by stars, draped in darkened blue, dancing from Jupiter to Mars. Once when I was little, I was happy and carefree. I used to run around laughing until it was time for tea. At first, I thought being alone was okay. Day by day, I lived well on my own. But one day I got hurt, and at that moment I realized that I'm not okay. I smile, but the reality is I'm hurt on. I was once sad and lonely, having nobody to comfort me, so I wore a mask that always smiled, to hide my feelings behind a lie. A lonely star sits in the sky. It starts to flicker and begins to cry. In this life, I once felt hope. I sometimes still believe in this, but each moment a little less. Source: H.W. Family Friend Poems. I'm the girl who hides behind a smile every day. I'm the girl who has a tough exterior, but that's not who I really am. I'm the girl who has a lot of problems. I am the girl who's feeling so low. I went through so many problems. When I was a kid, I didn't even know that I had a mom. I grew up with my grandma. I used to sell flowers and work in. There are people all around me, yet I can't help but feel alone. And although he says he loves me, he no longer lets it show. My pain and misery fall from the sky. So hard I try to ignore it, but it still gets by, surrounded with memories of what could have been. The hatred screams under my skin, pulsing through my veins is the anger I feel. Wounds break open as soon as they seal. Darkness surrounds me with every step I take. I manage a smile, but do you know it's a fake? I laugh when people talk to me. But inside, I'm dying, wishing they could see. I'm as different inside as I am the same. Wish they could see they're not to blame. I know the truth, but it's locked in my heart. And now more than ever, it's tearing me apart. From childhood's hour I have not been. As others were I have not seen. As others saw I could not bring. My passions from a common spring. From the same source I have not taken. My sorrow I could not awaken. My heart to joy at the same tone. And all I loved alone. Then in my childhood in the dawn of a most stormy life was drawn from every depth of good and ill, the mystery which binds me still. From the torrent or the fountain, from the red cliff of the mountain, from the sun that round me rolls single quotes D. in its autumn tint of gold. From the lightning in the sky, as it passed me flying by, from the thunder and the storm, and the cloud that took the form, when the rest of heaven was blue, of a demon in my view. I'm living under a shadow, no shape, no sound, no time, a black and white silent film that haunts a troubled mind. Broken dreams lay all around. Life has left its scars on a journey of remembrance, walking blindly through the dark. Echoes call me from the past. Familiar voices seem so near, they fill an empty void, although it's only ghosts I hear. In a world of yesterdays, life's lost all reality, for memories are all that's left, as I await my destiny.